महानायक राजेश हमालको प्रेरणादायी सम्बोधन.
Do not hesitate, give it a try. You never know, because you might reach a place where no one else has reached before. But don't be too foolish either. Always have plan B, because when you try something new, it may not work.
महानायक राजेश हमालले केही समय पहिले भारतको दिल्ली स्थित शारदा युनिभर्सिटी पुगेर त्यहाँका नेपाली विद्यार्थीहरूलाई एक सम्बोधन गरेका थिए. सो अवसरमा उनले सानो बेलामा दिल्लीमा एक कक्षा पढेको पनि सम्झिए.
So I started my kindergarten in Pakistan. And coincidentally, his second posting, when I was about 5 years old, was in New Delhi. So I started my first grade in New Delhi.
उनले 80 को दशकमा लामो समय दिल्ली बसेको पनि बताएका थिए.
And India again is very important to me because during the 80s, I had spent a lot of time in New Delhi. My father was again posted here in New Delhi in 80s, and the whole family came here and lived here for almost from 82 till about 89 before I joined the films. So the major 9 years of my life at that time, in a very primary stage, was spent in Delhi.
उनले त्यहाँका विद्यार्थीहरूमा आफू देखेको बताउँदै पढाइको साथसाथै आफ्नो प्यासन पनि पछ्याउन सुझाव दिएका थिए.
So I know what it is like to be a student in India because I have spent major part of my life being a student in India. So when I see you guys, I just cannot but help to reflect back. I see myself way back in those days in Chandigarh, studying and the heat, and especially the exams are during the summers. I used to live in Chandigarh and it used to get so hot, I used to pour buckets of waters on the floor just to keep myself cool. And then midnight teas and midnight parathas and all that.
आफ्नै उदाहरण दिँदै उनले नयाँ कुरा प्रयोग गर्न नडराउन सुझाव दिएका थिए. तर प्यासन पछ्याउने नाममा मूर्ख पनि नहुन उनले सुझाव दिएका थिए. एउटा क्षेत्रमा सफल नभए दोस्रो विकल्प पनि राखिराख्न उनले भनेका थिए. हेरौं राजेश हमालले गरेको सम्बोधनका केही सम्पादित अंशहरू.
Over the 26 years of working in a field, like when I started off, Nepali film scenario was almost non-existent. We were hardly making any films. So I entered this line in a very challenging days. I didn't know where I was heading. I didn't know if I had any career to speak of in this line because when I started off, there was no examples in front of me, no precedents. I didn't even know when I was doing my first film, I didn't know where my second film is going to come from, I didn't know if I was going to last for 26 years. So starting from that point and reaching to this point and to be able to witness my own career graph go forward and then the scenario of Nepali film scenario also growing parallelly has given me an enormous satisfaction to see all this. So it means a lot to be in films because when I entered the films, I was going through a lot of challenges. My family was totally unsupportive. And they were saying, where are you heading? You're doing something that there is no career to speak of. What I can tell you is from my own personal experiences, don't hesitate to try something new, because I tried something new. I went into a field where people told me there was absolutely no future, but I wanted to do something, I said, let me try because this is my passion. This is what I really want to do. So in life, if you have a passion for certain things, even if it is in your career or in the course of your own studies, if you want to do something that is different, which has not been experimented before, do not hesitate, give it a try. You never know because you might reach a place where no one else has reached before. But don't be too foolish either. Always have plan B because when you try something new, it may not work. Like it could not have worked for me either. If my first film didn't do well, if people hadn't liked me, I had to opt for a plan B. So you always have to have this plan B ready in hand because sometimes when you're very over passionate and you want to try your passion and it doesn't work, you have to wise enough to know that it hasn't worked and shift to your plan B. But always give a try to your passion first because in course of life you might reach another point and you might look back and say, oh, I should have tried that. I was so passionate about that. I should have given it a go and I didn't. So don't get that feeling. If there's something different that you want to do in life, something that has not been experimented, not been tried, give it a shot. You never know. You might be able to achieve something out of it and make something out of it and be in a position where no one has reached before. So follow your passion, but always have plan B in your sleeves, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you very much.